welcome. You are with the Skeinz Diaries. It is episode 103. I am 203, not 103, 203. I'm Marie, and it is Thursday, the 20th of October. How is everybody today? I hope you can join us along for another beautiful fine day here in the Bay. I'm going to fill you in on a little bit of news. First up, we are not going to be here in store tomorrow. Why, you may ask? Well, it is Hawke's Bay Anniversary Day. And it's also known as a show day here in Hawke's Bay. The current AMP show is on as we speak, started yesterday, it's on today and continues on through to tomorrow. The big day is tomorrow. So Hawke's Bay Anniversary Day is here, and so we will not be working. The store will be closed and everyone is having the day off. So just be aware of that. If you are placing online orders today, they won't get dispatched until after. And also too, for the internationals as well, Monday's a public holiday here too because it's Labour Day. So this is our Labour weekend and we get 4 days here in the Bay. Aren't we lucky? Good morning, everyone. Welcome aboard. So yes, just to remind everybody, it is a 4-day weekend here for us at Skeinz. But Saturday, we are definitely open and we would love to see you. So if you are around, do come and have some fun. Good morning. Tabitha just got her beautiful Scotch mist yarn yesterday. I hope you're enjoying it, Tabitha. I'm absolutely loving it. The feedback on that with our Highlander heathers has been fantastic, as well as the Brigadoon, which is the dark green. I'm actually going to probably shoot over to the mill after I'm done here and have a little look around and just see how far away Glencoe is, which is the next colour on the list. I know it was moving through the mill, so with any luck it may have hit balling and it will be through fairly soon, so that would be great if it is. What else is on the board, Miss Ford, today? Everyone is here. This is wonderful. Oh, Patricia's got Brigadoon. Yeah, it is stunning. I love it. I really love it. I haven't brought my Fox Bay in today to show you. I have left it at home. I didn't. Often Wednesday is my day. I work at home on a Wednesday, and I quite often like to carve out knitting time. Yesterday, it just didn't happen. Everything went out the window. I had such a busy day that I got literally zero knitting done. Or actually, no, I didn't. I did some, though, Monday and Tuesday night. So I'm literally on the cuff now, the sleeve, and I've got the neckband. So I've got the long weekend to get that all done and dusted, and hopefully I can come and see you and show you some fabulous knitting on Tuesday. And you say Tuesday? Yes, because the holiday on Monday, I'm going to bring you the Skeinz Diaries on Tuesday. And potentially it'll be Tuesday, Thursday. I'm going to also see if I can pre-record a Skeinz Diaries for Thursday because I'm heading away first thing Thursday morning. So I'm going to see if I can do it so you can still get your broadcast on Thursday morning, about it pre-recorded. It's one of my little jobs for... I'm working through it today just to see if I can make it work. We'll soon see. But I do have something new to show you. I had all this other stuff planned to talk about today, and that literally flew out the window first thing this morning when the DHL courier arrived with 3 huge big cartons. And I have to admit, we're floored that these cartons have arrived so fast, because this time last week, last Thursday, Claire and we have been talking about getting a cotton in the shop for sale for summer for years. And the problem is finding the right cotton, because some people like cotton for dishcloths, other people like cotton for toys, other people like cotton like for garments, like lovely cardigans like this. How do we find a cotton that will do everything? Because the last thing we want to do is have a massive range of cotton, and some just for dishcloth, some just for garments. So we'd been doing loads and loads of research. We'd been looking at lots of different options, including getting some made and bought in ourselves. And then one supplier that we've been signed up with for ages, out of the US, and hadn't actually bought terribly much from them at all, actually, I sort of suddenly thought, no, I need to jump in and have a look at this. So we did, and they had a cotton that we thought was the Goldilocks of cotton and fits all the bills. It fits the dishcloth bill, it fits the garment bill, it fits the toy bill. And even with the exchange rate being as ugly as it is, it was still, we felt, great value and affordable. So here, and it arrived this morning. So literally a week from the US. Couldn't believe it. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. So this is just a few colours, and this is it here. And we have now gotten in the Queensland Coastal Cotton. So many of you may be aware of the Queensland brand yarns, but this is it, Queensland Coastal Cotton. It's in this fantastic 100 gram. They call it a pull skein. These lovely long balls, 100 meters per ball, and it is absolutely fantastic. So this is one here, and this is why I'm a little late actually, because Eliza, who is we're really lucky because we've got two crochet experts, Eliza and Heather. And of course, they saw it arrive and they were like, is that the cotton? So they both dived in, and I got them to actually dive in and have a good look at it because they crochet a lot. They crochet a lot with cotton. It's driven them crazy that we haven't had cotton. And both of them dug in and had a look and had a feel of it. And Eliza, bless her heart, Claire found a dishcloth pattern, and Elisa said, oh, I can whip that up. So literally in the last hour, she's made this. So she started this at 10 o'clock. And that's the other reason I'm slightly late. She was literally finishing it up, the last rows of this. And I'm actually going to post this up. It's a free pattern, I think. Pretty certain Claire said it's free, but either way, I'm going to post this up. It's called the Spread the Joy dishcloth. The other reason we quite liked it, it's a crocheted one, this one, but it's got very good pictorial instructions. So I'm going to I haven't even started the newsletter because I had, and what I was going to put in there has now been thrown out the window because it's all going to be this. So that is going to, I'll put a link in for that in the newsletter. But yes, really thrilled with this. So let me tell you all about it. So this is it's from the Queensland collection of yarns. And that's they're 100 grams, pure soft cotton, it says. 170 meters per 100 grams. So that's a worsted. And they are saying here on the ball band that it is 4.5 to 5.5 millimeter needles with a 16 to 26 stitch tension. So that's essentially anything. That's anything really in the 10 ply, 12 ply Aran worsted neck of the woods in terms of pattern. And hooks are 5.5 to 6.5 millimeter hook. She did tell me for the dishcloth, because dishcloths, she did this on a 5 millimeter. She said worked the best for the dishcloth. And what else do we have to? Oh, the best news about this too is that it is machine washable. So easily machine washable, no worries there. It can go quite hot if it's white or pale colours. Cooler colours, they're suggesting no more than 40 degrees, which is fairly standard. Yes, Bev's saying face cloths as well. It will be great for face cloths, actually. And if you're looking for it, if you're in there now and you're wanting to find it, it's if you go to Yarns by Brand and just look for coastal cotton, and you will see it there. We've got 9, 6, 15, I think it was 15 shades we got in. So we've got a mixture. So these are just a few. I've grabbed the brights because you know me, I like brights. But we've tried to sort of keep them all so those are just some of the brights that we've got. There's that's a lovely lemony colour, but there's a huge range of pastel shades. So great if you're wanting to do sort of soft gelato-y kind of shades, but I love all these brights, particularly for garments. And again, perfect for both knitting and crocheting. Now, I also jumped on Ravelry and had a look at pulled this yarn up on Ravelry, and a lot of the projects that were on Ravelry were for dishcloths, face cloths, coasters, but also a lot of toys. So people are obviously using it for toys, especially amigurumi toys. It's working well. We've made sure that we've got a couple of shades in there, a couple of grey shades, which work well for toys, and obviously white. So if you're looking to make things like lovely elephants, or actually there's one shade there that's sort of like a lovely soft peachy pink, which would look amazing if you're doing crocheted pigs. I know that sounds crazy, but a really lovely cute crochet pig is very cute. So there's some really fun colours there. We do have a pattern actually in store and available, which I think will be perfect for this. I have seen it knitted up in cotton. We've had other people knit this project using yarns that doesn't have a huge amount of yarn memory, and it looks amazing. And that's Nuala from Libby. She designed this using a linen blend, a linen yarn. So cotton and linen are very, very similar. Oh, hippos, Margaret's saying. For that cotton, yes, hippos. Excuse me, work really well. So actually, we've got a little bit more meterage to ours than what she used with the linen, but it is right in the sweet spot for this yarn. So it uses 4.5 and 5.5 millimeter needles with a 16 stitch gauge. So that's Nuala. It's designed as a easy care top, and she's also designed it to take a yarn that doesn't have memory like wool does. So there is actually a little bit of give and stretch and moving and grooving. So this will actually handle that really, really well. So you may already have this actually in your libraries. So if you've already got that, dig this one out. And that, honestly, this will be a super quick knit using that. And your yardages are, yeah, she's done 3 sizes. And yeah, so you're looking at between 700 and 980 meters. Well, as it's just a sort of an easy fit design. So just looking at that, so 170. So yeah, so 5 of these would do the largest size. So that is really good value. So honestly, we're super, super, super excited to finally have a cotton store. And if you love it, and you want to get it down, yeah, as I said, we ordered it last Thursday, and wow, boom, there it was, which is awesome. So hopefully, in terms of bringing in supply, that shouldn't be too much of an issue at all. So that would be super exciting. Super, super exciting. Oh, and if $11.95 for 100 grams Skein. So it's pretty good going every day. Really happy about it. I'm just so happy about this. What else do I have to tell you? So my whole day has been thrown out by doing this. I literally have been doing this the whole time. What hit me with other ideas with cotton yarns, actually. What has, because I mean, I haven't knit. I knit a cotton garment for a baby, and I got completely thrown about how cotton works and reacts. One of the things I do know with cotton. Oh, did I say it was from the US? Yeah, we ordered it from a distributor in the US. The actual cotton itself is made in India. So that is where the cotton is made. It is one of the things I do know that these designs work really well for are really, you don't want a project, baby bibs, yes, Bev, brilliant idea. You don't want a project that needs a lot of structure and shape. So things like free-flowing tops, and this is where Nuala is perfect, and you can sort of see on the back from the schematic there. You want something that is, so something quite boxy, something that is very, very simple and easy to wear and throw over, sort of very simple kimono type cardigans and jackets work really, really well, and wide sleeves, because they just flow and you can put them on. Blankets, yes, Margaret, great actually if you've got summer babies. So if you've got some summer babies coming and you want to do some knitting and you don't necessarily want to use wool, then I would, this cotton would be great for summer blankets for babes. Awesome for that. You could even do ranunculus, Yvette saying, oh, I hadn't thought of ranunculus. Yeah, but that would be ideal. Tunisian crochet and cotton are great. In fact, I did see a couple of dishcloth patterns for Tunisian crochet, so that would work very, very well. But if you're wanting to substitute into an existing pattern that you have and you've used wool yarns for, yeah, look for those sorts of sort of boxy, relaxed styles with loads of ease, because you don't necessarily want to get caught with having a design that has too much structure to it, because cotton just doesn't work that way. One of the other things that I can definitely say with cotton as well is when it comes to that is make sure that when you do your sizing, particularly if you're going to do a garment, don't be too generous on your sizing. Don't be afraid to actually pull your sizing back, because there is a little bit of movement, stretch and give with cotton. It's just natural with it. So you may even want to go down, like if you knit something sort of like a cardigan or a sweater that's had some positive ease, you may actually want to pull back a good size, because you're going to potentially get even more positive ease with the cotton. When you, and this dishcloth actually I think shows it quite well, when you're working with wool, because of the springy nature of wool, it will actually fill in those gaps that you get with your stitches, whereas with cotton you don't get that. So you will actually get quite defined stitches and those little gaps in between. So with your knitting, it is very much the same as well. So when you're doing your knitting, you will actually get that sort of little movement in between. You don't want to, you don't want to give yourself a sizing surprise, as it were. And with your growth. So that's why those sorts of really relaxed sort of popovers, summer popovers, like what do they call them? Resort wear. That's the word for it, isn't it? Resort wear, where you have sort of those almost caftany like items that you throw over. Actually, that's something that you could make with it that would look amazing and super fast. Is even just two simple rectangles, big rectangles, boat net with shoulders at the top, and potentially even just buttons down the side that you just throw over at summertime. Because if this is cotton and you've been swimming or at the beach, you could throw that straight over the top of your head, and it will actually double as a little bit of a mini towel as well as a cover up. Yeah, cover-ups, that's what they call them, don't they? The other thing I've also seen too is if you do an oversized triangular shawl, particularly if it's quite long and you're using cotton, you can actually use that as a little tie round as well. That's a little bit fun. Or you could even knit or crochet a shawl or something like that to throw around your shoulders if you're at the beach, and then it can sort of double up as a quick dry off, and then throw it in the machine, give it a good wash up, and away you go for the next time. So there are lots of little uses that you can use the yarn for and have a play around with. And as I said, I mean, Eliza knocked this out in an hour. So it's great. Yeah, market and shopping bags would be great too. And actually, when I looked this yarn up on its yarn page on Ravelry, there were a lot of shopping bags that I saw there. And it was great. And I know that too, there are some people that crochet hats, don't they? So if you actually tighten, because this is a nice firm worsted weight cotton, if you actually pulled your hook back on this and actually probably went into a much smaller hook, you would be able to do a hat. Hats, no worries whatsoever. Macrame, yes, Mel, great suggestion. And actually, it's really nice and soft. Actually, this for macrame would be lovely, because some macrame, I mean, they use those strings and they're really, quite tough. This is really, it's got a great handle. Really happy with the handle. Super, super happy. So no, it's very exciting. So exciting to have that. So as I mentioned earlier, if you've come in late, it is a 4-day weekend here in Hawke's Bay, starting tomorrow. It's a Hawke's Bay Anniversary Day, and then obviously Monday is Labour Day here for us in New Zealand. But the store is going to be open on Saturday, so you can come in. If you are visiting, you can come in and see us on Saturday. And actually, if you're in the Bay, the first cruise ship is in for the season on Monday, Labour Day, which unfortunately we're going to be closed for the first shift of the season. But I think that's the only day across entire cruise season. Everything is there. Jean, you're saying some colours are out of stock. It may be, Jean, to be fair. Let me just check. To be fair, I put the stock numbers in, but it could be that they oh, why is that not doing that? It could be that they've not populated yet. Sometimes that happens. I would be highly surprised if they. Oh, okay. I will check with Claire. But don't fear not. I wouldn't have thought they'd sold out that quickly. I will check with Claire. But maybe it's because they haven't been receipted in. I think she's actually receipting them in as we speak. So they will show out of stock until she receipts the stock in, because literally it has just arrived. So check back in about an hour. I think you might find that it'll repopulate and refresh your screen too, because that will help. Yeah, because it's multiple systems. And it literally turned up on the doorstep at 9 o'clock this morning. So we've gone so hard to get this out and up and ready, because we're that excited to have it. It's so cool. This is the crazy thing that drives me mad, because we get so many exciting things coming at the end of the season. You think to yourself, why are we getting all this stuff coming now? But we do. It's just the nature of the beast, and it happens every year. Drives me bananas, but there you go. I am, as I said, I'm going to get Fox Bay hopefully finished this weekend, and then I need to make a big decision about the next project. I am looking at the basket weaver shawl. I thought I might switch it up and do a shawl. I haven't done one of those for ages. Yawn. That's certainly an option, but I'm, yeah. We'll have to wait and see. Twists and turns too. We'll have a catch up next week and see how everyone's projects are going with that as well. Right, I'm going to get going, because I've got a million things to get on with before I get out of here today. You make sure you have a wonderful day, and we will see. Oh, silk scarves. I knew there was one thing else. The silk scarves, we got more stock back in of those. So if you missed out on the merino silk scarves from Ashford, there have been more of those have come in. So they are back in stock. So do go and check those out as well. All right. You have a great day, good weekend, and especially a long weekend for those lucky enough to have it. And I will talk to you again next week. Take care. Bye.